The legend of Tiger Scarred Eye begins quietly in a Siberian forest at dawn. A vast white wilderness stretches beyond the horizon. A mother tigress leads her two cubs through the snow. One cub is cautious while the other is curious and adventurous. Every creature enters the world with a teacher. Before he learned to survive, he first learned to follow. The tigress teaches her cubs patience, stealth, and hunting beside a frozen stream. The adventurous cub startles a snowshoe hare, and the mother gently encourages him to keep learning. She suddenly catches the scent of humans. A hunter raises his rifle, while his young son watches from beside him. The tigress steps in front of her cubs. "Run!" The cubs hesitate. "Hide!" She shields them with her body. "Hunt!" A rifle cracks through the forest. Birds explode into the sky. Mortally wounded, she looks at the adventurous cub. With her final breath, she whispers, "Live." The two cubs flee in opposite directions. One disappears forever into the wilderness. The camera remains with the adventurous cub. From this moment forward, his journey becomes our story. The hunter approaches the fallen tigress. His son pauses and briefly locks eyes with the fleeing cub before it vanishes into the snow. Some inherit kingdoms. Others inherit a promise. His mother left him no kingdom, no shelter, and no protection. Only 4 words: run, hide, hunt, live. Scene 2. Alone in the snow exterior, Siberian forest. Dawn, fresh snow, blankets the forest. Small paw prints emerge from between the trees as the young cub slowly returns to the frozen stream where his mother died. When loss is fresh, the heart searches for what it already knows is gone. The cub finds the place where she fell. Only a faint stain remains beneath the new snow. He lowers his nose, searching for her scent, then gently curls into the place where she took her last breath and falls asleep. A warm memory flashes of his mother walking beside him before fading away. He awakens. The wind has covered every remaining trace. He is truly alone. The snow buried the footprints, but it could not bury the memory. A distant wolf howl echoes through the valley. Remembering his mother's first lesson, he runs into the trees before the wolves arrive. Hidden beneath the roots of a fallen pine, he remains perfectly still as the wolves pass nearby. He remembers her second lesson: hide. Morning comes. Hunger overwhelms him. He stalks a field mouse. His first attempt fails. He waits patiently and tries again. This time, he succeeds. Remembering his third lesson, he learns to hunt. As evening falls, the cub climbs onto a rocky overlook. He gazes across the endless wilderness. His mother's final word echoes softly in his memory: live. He could not change what the forest had taken, but he could choose what it would make of him. One lesson, one step, one day at a time. Scene 3. Learning the forest exterior. Siberian forest, spring. Winter gives way to spring. The young cub, now slightly older, attempts to catch a fish but fails. The forest never mocked failure. It simply asked, "What did you learn?" Remembering his mother's lesson to hide, the cub waits patiently before striking again. This time he succeeds, carrying away his first fish. As the season changes to summer, he chases butterflies, stalks birds, slips climbing logs, and learns from every failure. Strength is not born, it is earned, one mistake at a time. Autumn. He quietly studies deer from a distance instead of rushing them. He remembers hunt and learns that hunting begins long before the chase. Winter. Nearly grown, he patiently circles a snowshoe hare and catches it only after waiting for the perfect moment. Patience often arrives just before opportunity. On a high ridge, a majestic eagle circles overhead. Predator watches predator. The young tiger silently studies the eagle as both masters their own domains. A distant wolf howl echoes. Rather than fighting, the tiger wisely changes direction, remembering run. Later, challenged by a lone wolf over a deer carcass, the tiger waits calmly before stepping forward with a powerful roar. The wolf retreats without a fight. The greatest victories are often the ones that require no battle. At dusk, the tiger returns to the frozen stream where his mother passed. He lowers his head in quiet remembrance as snow begins to fall. Her final word echoes within him, live. He raises his head and releases his first full roar across the mountains. The sound echoes through the valley. He had learned to run. He had learned to hide. He had learned to hunt. And now he was truly beginning to live. Scene 4. The hunter returns. Another winter settles over Siberia. A young tiger drinks from a frozen stream. The wind changes. He smells humans. His mother's voice echoes, run. Without panic, he slips deeper into the forest. The forest had taught him that survival often begins by avoiding battles you do not need to fight. A hunting party enters the mountains. The same hunter leads them, older and more stringent than before. His teenage son kneels beside fresh tiger tracks.
Wow. He's still here.
Look at the size of these tracks. Imagine that hide stretched across my wall.
He's beautiful alive.
Beauty pays better after the hunt.
Some people see treasure, where others see life. The hunters find the remains of a clean deer kill. The hunter studies it and quietly says, "You're getting smarter." High on a ridge, the tiger watches unseen. A memory of his mother's death returns. One word echoes, hide. He disappears before the hunters arrive. Later, around a campfire,
Do you ever wonder if he has a family?
Every animal belongs to someone.
Wait, who?
The hunter who catches it. The hunter who catches it. The hunter who catches it.
the words trouble the boy. Above the camp, an eagle circles while the tiger watches from the shadows. One hunted for profit, one hunted to live. Neither knew their lives would become forever connected.
Is it worth it, Father? The cost of the hunt?
The world doesn't care about your feelings. It only cares if you're strong enough to survive.
Scene 5. The Scar. Winter blankets the Siberian forest. A powerful young tiger moves confidently through the trees. The forest had taught him every lesson it could. Now, life would teach him another. The tiger catches the scent of a stag. Remembering hunt, he patiently circles downwind, launches from cover, and brings the stag down with one clean strike. He eats only until his hunger is satisfied, then steps away from the kill. A doe cautiously enters the clearing with her tiny fawn. She places herself between the tiger and her baby. A brief image recalls the tiger's own mother, standing between danger and her cubs. The tiger quietly lowers his head, turns away, and allows them to leave. The forest gives. The forest takes. Wisdom is knowing when enough is enough. High above, an eagle circles, hidden among the trees. The hunter raises his rifle and whispers,
Hold still. Hold still.
The bullet tears beneath the tiger's eye. Blood falls onto untouched snow. One amber eye locks onto the hunter while the other is streaked with blood. Neither moves. Then the tiger unleashes the mightiest roar heard in the film. Birds erupt into the sky and snow crashes from the trees. Even the hunter steps backward. His mother's first lesson echoes, "Run." The tiger disappears into a blizzard. The hunter follows the blood trail until heavy snowfall erases every trace. Smiling with growing obsession, he whispers,
I'll find you.
Above them, the eagle circles. Some scars remind us of pain, others remind us of purpose. From that day forward, the young tiger would carry both. Scene 6. The ghost is born. Exterior, Siberian forest. Winter. A blizzard rages across the mountains. Hidden beneath the roots of a fallen pine, the wounded tiger lies inside a small cave. His breathing is shallow, and the wound beneath his eye has frozen. The forest had tested his strength. Now, it would test his will. Montage. The long winter day. 1. He barely breathes. Day 5. He laps melting snow from the cave floor. Day 10. He struggles to stand and collapses. His mother's final lesson echoes, "Live." Day 18. He finally stands. Weeks later, the storm breaks and he emerges into the sunlight, thinner, older, forever marked by the scar beneath his eye. High above, an eagle circles once, silently witnessing his return. Some victories are never celebrated. They are simply lived. Hunter's cabin. Night hunters gather around a roaring fire.
Nobody survives a shot like that. You haven't spent enough winters in these mountains. You still think he's out there, Radcliffe? I know he is.
No one survives a shot like that!
Well, young lord, folks round here don't even call him a tiger anymore.
Then tell me, mighty trapper of innocent animals, what do they call him?
The ghost. In my village, we call him the one-eyed tiger, although none of us ever actually seen him.
We call him the Phantom Tiger. Some people swear they see him slipping through the shadows of the forest. He's basically a local legend.
Radcliffe, do you know what you have done? This tiger was no regular tiger. He's known as the guardian of the forest.
Call him whatever you want. One day, he'll be hanging on my wall.
Thomas Radcliffe remains behind. Looking into the forest, he quietly whispers,
Stay hidden. Whatever you do, just stay hidden. Don't let him take your life.
Forest Ridge. Dawn. The storm has passed. The scarred tiger walks across a distant ridge as the eagle circles overhead. He pauses, surveys the mountains, then disappears beyond the ridge. Snow slowly buries his tracks. Some believed he was only a story. Others believed he was the spirit of the mountains. Every winter the snow erased his tracks, but never his legend. A distant roar echoes across the valley.
At least that's what my mother taught me before she was hunted down. The echoing thunder struck her, and red rain fell down her fur. She whispered, "Remember what I taught you. Now run, hide, hunt, stay alive."